Today in the Boot Guide, we are looking at the Step Lite X by Tingley. All right, rubber pull-on boots. We all know them as rain boots. We all know them as Wellington, slush boots. There's all kinds of names that get applied to boots like this. And the one thing that's pretty synonymous about all of that is that when we think about pull-on boots, we think about them being exceptionally heavy, exceptionally uncomfortable, and just not an all-day wearing boot. But the technology is changing through the whole pull-on boot market, especially if you have to wear this in order to make a living. Now, this specific boot is engineered for farm-type materials where there's lots of chemicals, where there's lots of watering, where there's only water because you're washing everything, where there's all that exists. 100% waterproof. I don't need to say that, correct? I mean, you guys understand on the Boot Guide reviews that when a rubber boot is there and it's this tall and it's 15 inches and it's pull-on and it looks like this, you understand that it's waterproof. It doesn't need to be said. But it's also chemical resistant. The sole that they're using, now when I say they're using a sole, they're engineering a sole pattern. The sole pattern that they're engineering, when you really take a good close look at it, you can see that they are building a slip-resistant sole that is not only good on soft materials like wood and pallets and stuff like that, things you would use in the environment, but it's also good on finished materials like poured floors, concrete floors, floors that have a polymer added to them in order to keep them from getting impregnated with acids and alkalines and things like that that exist in those worlds. Now, the other industry that this boot is exceptionally good for because it's comfortable and it fits is food processing. And here in the States, we get a lot of food processing plants, and boots like this are used in a lot of places, whether it's in Chicago, Ohio, New York, or even if it's middle America, you're gonna find lots of food processing. This boot is gonna do exceptionally well. One, it's going to be comfortable all day because Tingley has engineered it to be comfortable all day. They've engineered a really tight heel cup so it stays on your foot. They engineered an arch so there's actually some support and fit. There is an engineered shank type design added to it so you get some full overall support so you're just not collapsing your arch all day long. And the other thing they did is they really took the time to do the chemistry correctly on the material. By using Bikina as the material, now Bikina might not mean anything to you guys, it's a European company that also does boots like this, pull-on boots, Wellington boots, and they have engineered a beautiful urethane-based material that is exceptionally warm, exceptionally durable, and just beautiful to add that word in there a few more times, right? So by them using the Bikina into the design, you get a much better, lighter weight boot. Now I know a lot of people when they're buying these boots, they're going cheap, and they always go cheap, and they usually end up replacing them 10, 12 times a year. With something like this where they're actually engineering and mixing the chemistry into the material with a longer wearing, more durable sole, you're going to be buying fewer pairs when you actually step up your game to purchase a better boot. Now, if you're not in the food processing world, if that's not what you do, don't worry about it. If you're actually going to buy this as a sports boot, as something to wear, say, for trout fishing or for hunting or just mining your own land, you're taking down trees, you like to walk the fields with the dogs in the morning dew, you want something comfortable. Well, this Tingley Step Lite X is actually a really good boot for that because of the way it's engineered and because they send along this insole. Now, this insole is not great. It's kind of blah to talk about insoles. But what this means is that they've thought about the comfort of the boot. They're trying to make it comfortable, and for most people, they're going to leave this in and wear with that. But for you guys that change out your insoles and understand by adding something better to a boot, you make the boot actually last longer, fit your foot better, and you make it more comfortable. Well, Tingley understands that. Now, the shaft of the boot is exceptionally flexible. It is very pliable. It's packable. And this line that exists right here above the 15-inch line, this is the 12-inch cut line. So that means if you don't want them this tall, you can chop it down right in there. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys out there are going to start customizing them. You're going to cut them in certain ways that really works well for you. But that's the beautiful thing about molded boots and products, is that you can turn this into whatever you want to facilitate any need that you have. Now, there's not a lot of nooks and crannies and places for stuff to get stuck, which is a great thing when you think that this is going to be used in a farm environment. So when it comes time to clean them off, you just hose them off and everything falls off nice and easy. Now, about the size and the fit on the Steplite, the one thing I can say about everything that's a pull-on boot is if you get the chance, you got to try it on. But if you don't get the chance, if you're going to order them and you've never worn pull-on boots before, I will suggest that you buy them one size bigger than your normal size, only because of the insole idea. Because if you're going to wear this for something other than work, if you're going to wear this as a sports boot, if you're going to wear this as something to walk the dogs in or to walk the land in, or just take care of the horses or the pigs or whatever you're doing, you're going to want to be comfortable because you're probably going to spend hours in it. So start out a full size bigger. Normally I'm a 12, I have a 13, and I could not be any more comfortable in this thing. So that's the Steplite X by Tingley. Hey, if you're currently wearing a Steplite X, whether it's the green model, whether it's the white model, whichever model you're wearing, please comment below and let guys know what you think about the boot, the size, the fit, and the material itself. And please, if you have the time, comment below about how it performs in colder climates and warmer climates. If you want to know more about the Steplite X, if you want to know more about the materials and just how it all fits in the overall appearance, or if you just want to see some detailed photos that I took of it, feel free to swing by to bootguy.com. I'll have a blog posting where all that will be incorporated into one easy to read post. Hey, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. It really helps out. Remember, if you're on Instagram or Twitter, you can always follow me there. If you're about to order a pair of these Steplite X and you got some questions about size and a fit, feel free to shoot me over an email. I've been wearing this pair on and off for the last couple of weeks and I'm pretty happy with it. So see what I got to say, see if I can help you make that decision. All right, until the next time, I'm the Boot Guy. Thanks a lot for watching.